Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the vintage paper girl. Welcome to my new paper crafting studio and filming studio. So happy to welcome you all here. And today I have a special guest with me again. She's actually not going to be a special guest. I think she's going to be part of our team here.
Pretty much, at least once a week if we can do it right.
Right. Jolene is here. So we're going to be working on our flip-flop journals. What you see is kind of our piles. We were able to get, or we're going to go over these with you in just a minute, but we were able to kind of get our bases done, covered, and then grab things for our signatures, but we don't have them all worked out. We just kind of made piles for 3 to 4 signatures. So we have that. So I want to welcome everyone. I hope you're all well. What's up with you guys? Everybody well? Everybody doing good? Everybody happy and safe? I hope so. So happy you're here. Okay, well, we have a lot to get through today. We're going to decorate and, we're going to figure out our signatures.
Get those signatures folded and organized so that we know what to decorate.
Right, and then we'll figure out what's going to go on them. So, here we go, rock and roll. So thank you all for your kind comments. We loved it. Our numbers were fabulous. Thank you everyone for watching. That was so great. We just weren't really sure what you think of that. So we're happy that you like it. And here's another video for you. We may have a variety. Who knows? So anyway, I'm going to clean off the desk here and then we're going to get busy. Yeah, there you go. Right. I'm going to take off all the pretties. Did you take a pretty with you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. No, it just went under there. Oh, wait, that too, because they blend in. So, you think, oh,
they look pretty, so they're right there.
Yeah, they're what we would use. Jolene, remember, I put these up here. The memory is not good. No sleep last night. So, anyway, alrighty. Now, we're both going to show, okay, I've picked out 4 signatures. And we'll go over those in a minute. Let's see, I'll put those off to the side. And then here is mine. I managed to get everything glued on. So,
Awesome.
Yeah, because we were like, what do you do? What do you do? So I was trying to figure out my cover. So far, this is my cover. And when you open it, that first page, I had a little pocket there. And I've got snowflakes and some here. I was thinking I needed something else. I had a great thought in the night. And now I can't remember what it was.
I think we're still working on her fur coat.
Yes, I need to do something with the fur coat. I haven't decided what. I'm at a standstill on that because I want to add some more dimension. But I'm not going to worry about it because it's going to take a beating right now. So when we open it, this is going to be my first signature with pocket. We open it again. And so technically, this is what you're going to see, right? So this is what I ended up with. But we're going to have a signature in here. And I think instead of here, I'm going to put it here. I kind of like this just as...
That's what we decided. That was our first sort of fun flip out, was using that smaller dose and not trying to shove a tiny signature in there.
Right. And then we could put a pocket like I did on my other one. I put a clear pocket right here and that worked really well. Then we have that one. We close it. There's the door. We thought that was so cute. Look, front, back door. Ha! Front door. And there she is going to the door. Or she's going out for the day.
Out for the night.
She's got her little purse and her works. And so then when you open it, let's see. I went da. Okay, this is where I get lost. Yay. Okay, I got lost at the door. So we have this one, and this is a pocket here. There's a pocket here, and then I think if I did this right, you can either have one here or here. We chose for this particular one here instead of at the top because we wanted to put some bigger, maybe some things in there. So now I'm going to move aside and have Jolene share with you what she's got. So I'm going to back up here and hopefully not fall over anything.
So what you did get to see me do, we were debating in the beginning of our thing was how to blend sort of my first major decor page into my front cover, right? So we wanted to see a little bit of everything. So I did not flip it around to the back side like we thought because we got creative with our inner mini signature. But we used to start off with, here's my front. You start to see a tab. A lot of decorating still to be done on my end because I don't have all my pieces. We figured I'd work inside and then at the last minute do the outside so we can get more dimension so I don't destroy it. But in the inside, for that mini signature here, instead of a pocket, I took that triple trifold large tag that I make for this kit, and I'm going to put a small signature here and a small signature here. So it's sort of like a mini flip-flop right off the cover.
Great idea.
Okay, so these are actually some tiny cards in my kit, and they are attached because there are going to be little pockets on each side of that first signature of papers that we're going to work on today. So I did that instead. So I didn't have to wrap the whole envelope that we started with, and I still have my pocket on the top. Here, I have a lot of decorating to do underneath this guy. It does stand alone okay, but we're going to glitter this top up because we want this nice vertical feel of decor when I get going. So my inside, because these pages are very much clustered and collaged, I try to keep that going. And this is actually the back side where that last signature goes. I sort of blended it together, ups and downs, continue with the collage look. My back, where she has a pretty door, which I was sort of bummed I didn't have a door on my end. What did I do?
Well, you do, but I think you...
I put it inside. I just kept my really pretty background paper as my back. So it's nice and simple. You don't have to worry. Her door is really cute. I love it. But, you know, my back is nice and simple, and we don't have to worry. I could do that. Do a door on the back if I can find one. I think a lot of mine are really wide, but you never know. Okay, but the inside, if I flip it the right direction this time, we have our inside pocket. I'm going to put a corner pocket here, and we're going to try to do a hide-a-hole or a Heidi paperclip.
Hidden paper clip.
There we go. Hidden paper clip using the flags to help decorate both front and inside, because it's a little plain up here. This is a little plain. It needs something. So there's my first page. This collage comes from the Christmas at Your Door, but did become a base to this new kit, surprisingly. I ended up adding to it and collaging over it. We get to the inside, really great, a lot of decor here, but it leads to that second signature. So your first, your second, my little flip out here. I love this guy. He is our main focus on this one. And then there is one of my doors from Christmas at Your Door for my double,
we'll have to look in your kit.
Double panel here. And I'm going to probably put a belly band here. I think we're going to do a belly band so the back side of that signature, and I'll fussy cut it, and we'll put some of Claudia's flowers on here. We'll pop this up a little bit. Not too much where it gets squished, but we'll put something fun on this back page since we have a nice blank panel to work with.
Yeah,
but
I'll put one there too.
Yeah, so I did a little bit more panel by panel instead of big chunks. Laurette's worked out beautifully for that, but I really wanted to keep that continuous sort of collage look. So I sort of decorated each panel where I could. This was supposed to be two different panels, and it ended up being much closer together, but that's okay. I think the signature is going to do great in there. So there you go, guys. So you're going to see the vintage version of the Christmas.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
What we're going to do with it, and have lots to, decorate still.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to, I mean, you have plenty, my first one I did what Jolene did. Every panel I put in a different paper. This one I wanted to try something different. Because I didn't have too many, unless I added in a lot of scrapbooking paper.
But that worked really well. The pages did beautifully.
They flow. Yeah, they flow
for the full look instead.
Yeah, because what you were saying here, if I will probably put a belly band on one of these, there'll be pockets, so it's not going to stay like this. You know me, it never does. I start out one way and it grows. So. Okay, so
signatures.
Yeah, signatures. I tossed mine next to me, which is not always a good idea because then they disappear.
They slide.
So now what we're going to do is we have our I pulled together 8 pages. I like to do 8. We can do less, of course. Less is sometimes better. If you're someone who does a lot of tipping in and gluing in and lots of flips and flops and flaps and all that, then you probably only want to do about 5. But I wasn't sure. So as we go along, because I will not sew it in till I'm pretty have everything sort of done, any gluing or anything, any big gluing jobs, I will not sew it in until I'm ready to decorate. So that's kind of, and so I think Jolene's going to do the same thing, right?
Yeah. I think I'm 6 to 7 on things. And as we fold, if I don't have enough things going on, I'm going to want to add more pages.
Yeah. Well, and I may take some out. I may put it in there and go, yuck. That is not what I
want. Go both ways. Add in or take out.
Right. Exactly. So this is, I think, going to be my baby page. Yeah. So I may grab my little signature first because that's what I did last time. And once it seemed like I figured out what was going in this signature, which is going to get stitched right here. And I did stick some lace here to give me something to stitch into because I was worried it'd be too, when you put 2 envelopes together and you're just using the flap, they can rip out. So I thought it's going to need something else, there. So I think this is going to be the cover of that. Now in each of these, we picked out covers, you know, where it's covering the rest of the signature, but it's part of the signature. So,
which, yeah, she knew the cover for the signature.
Yeah.
Where in this case, I don't need to because I have
those are your covers.
I have these as the
Yeah.
cover, so I got to eliminate an
Well, I
option.
could have gone straight to pages, but I know later I'd be like, why didn't I?
Yeah.
Now I'm noticing if I go this way, it's too skinny. I think it's going to be too skinny. I'm wondering if I should just go this way. Nope, that's too fat.
Then go skinny.
So I'm going to go skinny, yeah. And then try to make everything fit within that, I think is what's going to happen. Now, I did not, if I add some pages or decorations, I just pulled these off the printer. These are from Graphics Fairy, her premium kit. I just pulled these off so they're not all completely cut, but they may be some of the things I use to cover a back page that's white for interest, you know, to have different kinds of documents. So we're just going to have to see. I don't really know the feel until I get going. So now I got to figure out how.
I have to decide if my pages are going to fit inside my tab or stick out on the top and bottom.
Oh,
We didn't think about that.
We
No,
didn't,
I might
yeah,
wanna
with it.
keep-
Well, usually you stick them out. I
So,
would
I
think they
mean,
would show.
They would show.
Yeah, you
on one
could.
end or the other. I mean, inside, or whether, because I mean that's too tall.
No, you don't want that.
But I thought we have all this extra space around this first one, so I was going to fold it up
Yeah,
some.
yeah.
But that's they could come out the corners.
Yeah, it's okay if they show here, I think. And then because you want dimension, you don't want everything hidden. You want some high, some low.
All right.
You want it to be very tactile. If you look at this one, you'll see they're high and low. Some things stick out, like that sticks out, you know. So you try to keep it in, but unless you're going to make everything that exact shape, I think that would be, don't. You could round the corners on some if you wanted. If you felt like, I don't really like the sharp edges, maybe you could round the corner. That's a possibility. So let me see. Yeah, that's definitely too tall. It fits right in though. I mean, look at, and if it's okay with me if it sticks out. See, even if that stuck out some, I wouldn't care.
Okay.
I want to see a little bit of, I don't want it to all be the same exact thing. I'm going to need a pencil here. Well, I didn't do a good job folding that at all.
Oh, that works too. This is a fun one. I need to cut that one. Huh. Helps if I cut that one.
Yeah.
I found this great page, and I'm going to use this as the base if it fits and flip both sides in and
That's
decorate the inside.
I think that's a Graphics Fairy, isn't it? From her premium kit. Might be.
I think it came out of yours. Very likely. I mean, I think it was something you found in
Yeah,
your
I got
stash.
from you. Yes, it's what you. Yeah, it's from the Graphic Fairy premium kit. Yeah, it
One
was.
of her kits.
It was. It's one of her kits. She's got a lot of stuff out, and we're members of the premium kit club, so we have access to that, and it does help when we just want some basic pages. I mean, why reinvent the wheel if you don't have to? Cut this off. I'm going to have plenty of little scraps for us to do. We have another project in mind after this that we're very excited about. So that goes with this. It's an extension of this project. So we think we're going to do that video. So now I do want to ink some things as I go. Now I won't ink everything on my last one. I didn't ink everything. I really didn't. I thought I would, and I didn't. Now what happens is because this is white, it means that before I stitch it, I'm going to want to cover this, whether individually or together, with some kind of paper. So that may be where some of those pages I didn't use for signature, I'm going to be covering these pages with.
Yep, I'm in the same boat. That's that cover. It's all white on the back.
Yeah, and I don't want it to be bright white all the time. Maybe I'll just do some light stenciling. And that way you could write over it. Because this is a somewhat writing journal. I mean, it will be. It's going to have lots of artsy pages.
Well, and that's why this cover is stenciled. I glued it down, then realized we had to cover it. And I could not, for the life of me, cut to fit. I just made a bigger and bigger boo-boo out of it. I was like, oh my gosh. So I stenciled each corner, and that's why there's pockets on the bottom, and it'll give some feel, give a
Perfect
resting
sense.
spot, but not be. Oh yeah, I have a couple stencils, and man, do I use them a lot when I'm like, I don't want to cover that.
Exactly. Well, I don't, it's funny, though, with this flip-flop journal, from watching Leslie, I've learned so much about just rip and paste and rip and paste and rip and paste, because it doesn't have to be always so perfect, and you can really add dimension in, and you know, you can have just fun. This is like, it doesn't have to be so precise, which I can see I'm trying to lean towards that already, and I'm like, stop, don't do it.
Yeah, you saw me fussing.
Yeah, it's like,
bad the other
don't
day.
do that. I had to tell you,
Stop, it's okay.
chill.
Right.
Take a chill pill.
You know, but it has to, no.
It has to be perfect. No,
Well,
it
I have
doesn't.
this rationalization. Like, it has to make sense to me why I did it. Was there a pattern?
Oh,
Was there
no,
a
no.
reasoning
You don't
behind
want
it?
this
I
to be
know.
that way, or it's not going to be what it is. Now, see, this is long. So the question is, do I just put it in like as a little bit? Or do I do the little fold the edge and put it in? You know, so
Right.
that's that thing that happens. Let's see. I need a ruler. I'm gonna see if I can just rip this. Some of this,
Yep.
I'm also getting it. Everything's very straight edge, which the last one I ripped and used, you know, cutters and the Tim Holtz deckle edge.
I gotta clean up what I ripped, not so much,
Yeah.
the wrong
Well,
rip.
sometimes you have to do that though.
Well, the
There's
wrong
no.
rip. Not the rip I want.
No, I'm thinking that to give it some interest, I am just gonna go like that. I'm gonna put it in short because
Alright,
I
think
want to
so,
have highs and
yeah.
lows and talls and skinnies and shorts and fats. So let's do it.
Sandwich. I love our we are terror ruler. Except for when I do that.
Oh, and you don't hold it. Oh
I
no!
did it. I that end.
Show them what you did.
I always messed the top. That last
We all do
bit,
that.
I ripped from top to bottom, and I got
Don't
the
hang
bottom,
on.
and I didn't press.
Yep, I've done it a million times.
I guess I'm doing.
It's gonna be shorter. It's not gonna be exact size.
I'm using the other side longer, and I'm just running with it.
Yeah, you can have one side long and one side short. You can. There's a whole bunch of things you can do.
I'll make that shorter later.
See, now I want to use some. This is Italian book page. Yeah, I think it is. This is vintage book page, and I do want to use that in here. See, I've rounded the corner. Yeah.
See, so here's what I'm thinking. First, that's sort of a semi-cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can flip this one out, and since it's going outward
like
away
it.
from the fold, there's that one. Little pocket, simple, little, just a tiny. I don't know if I'll do anything.
You could
with
add
it.
something to it or leave it.
Leave it. I may just washing
Pocket.
it down.
Mm-hmm.
There's that one with the inner pocket, and then there's that cleaned up piece of thing again.
Just made a mess.
writing.
Yeah.
And here, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love that.
what do you think?
That
Is
looks
that
great.
okay
That's
for a little
perfect.
mini?
That gives you enough
All right.
highs and lows, and what I was just
Some pockets
talking
and some
about.
flips. So all right.
Yeah.
That's my first mini, which is only, 5 pages, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 pieces of paper with, like you said, some pieces to work off of. I only thought was maybe I'll flip. I'm going to flip one around so I have maybe, if I do a flip outward, I'm going to go the other direction. If I decide. Otherwise, I'll just washi cover it.
Yeah, you can make it as a tuck too. Just do the ends and just tuck things into that, or you can,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of fun things you can, oh, see, that ended up being the same size as that. Isn't that weird?
Okay.
I'm thinking I should have just folded it back, darn it.
I got to do the same thing you did. I need to put some lace on the outside of this one. Because I'm worried about being the outside open so much. We need to do some lace,
Yeah, I think
lace border that one.
we'll have to rob my stash and see what we
Right.
got.
Because I did a little washi on the inside one, but just to be on the safe side. But the outside has a little bit more paper and it's going to have a little more weight, so we're going to want to reinforce that. Okay, so that one I can paper clip so that I don't lose. Don't want to lose the order, right? Order would be bad.
I wanted to make this like a little pockety thing, and now see what'll happen is I won't have these two together because I don't want them to be the same size. Is this gonna be? No, it's not. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a really good little thing to tip in with over here.
Yeah, it reminds me. I should.
These are all words. I definitely need to get something else in here because it seems like I've got nothing but words here. I don't have any pictures or...
So I have this cute Tim Holtz, and I think
Oh,
if I do a
I
tip in,
love
that
that.
would be cute for the inner
Yeah,
one.
you can attach that. You know that little lip? Where's that one you just had?
Oh,
Let me see.
well,
Yeah, see. Let me see your little...
It's on the outside.
Well, it
it's
could be
not
it could be just like this. It could be attached to any one of the pockets and just as it flips out, or you could just slide it in there. Let me see, what do you got? Oh, will it go in any of these?
I don't think I'll put in a pocket. Well, when I'm done gluing it, it
It
won't.
does. Well,
if I don't glue it down.
yeah, and it can stick out just a little bit because it's that
It's a
vellum thing. But I mean, it could go in any of those places. I think it would
Yeah.
look great any one of those places. Okay, let me go here.
I don't have one of your original tips yet, so I'm like, I could create one of those. And the inner one, because I have 2 minis.
I think this is going to get a fold on each side, maybe. Oh, I kept waiting for a paper delivery yesterday. One of my stamp period papers. Didn't come about 9 o'clock. My ring goes off, and I'm like, who's that at night? And it was the mailman. He goes, sorry, it's so late. So he brought me my delivery because it kept saying that it was out for delivery, which he goes, you guys get notifications? Yes, we get notifications. Huh? He did not know that. He learned a lot yesterday. Young man that's new to our route, I think, because my regular guy I don't think is with us anymore. I think he moved on or got fired, probably.
Yes.
Well, he kept getting himself in trouble, so I don't know what he was doing, but I know he just was taking too long or being late, or I loved him. I never had a single package go missing when he was working. Every time he had a day off, something went missing. So anyway, we got a new kid, so he was really nice. He was a kid, a literal kid, and just a sweetheart, and in the dark, and had a pen light, and a little light on his head, and he says, I'm so sorry. I said, well, I was showing I was getting 2 deliveries. He goes, oh, I probably forgot to pack it. Oh, no. I go, don't worry about it. If you find it, bring it tomorrow. Well, what I didn't realize is when I bought the pieces, I just bought them through, like when you do the search. Yeah. And so I was looking for the die cuts, and then I was looking for the background papers. Well, so I ordered them individually, not realizing they came from the same shop. Oh. And so she just put it all in one order. Thank goodness, saved me some bucks there. But it was like, oh, whoops. Poor kid. I got him all panicked because now he thinks he lost something. I'm like, oh, so sorry. So sorry. But it will make him think twice about not, splitting up orders and deliveries. Because I have that service where I know when an order's coming or when we're getting a piece of mail, and I know when it's been delivered because it'll say they've delivered it when they haven't. It's like, well, you guys said, but here's what the tracking says. And what a lot of mail carriers don't know is they're GPS'd. So, especially my ink is GPS. They know exactly where it went. And if it got delivered to the wrong house, that carrier is so much trouble. Yes, and he's going knocking door to door, trying to get it back because it's like, oh, you guys, I have GPS on this, and it shows I dropped it here, and I need you to give it back. Sometimes they can't get it back, and it's not pretty, but yeah, I got a lot of let's see. So I love that. So I'm gonna have to cover that and that. Eek. So maybe I should put that between something. So I don't have 2 together that need to be. So these are little mini signatures. So I call these the mini signature. Yep. I love this. That's what I love about this so much. Leslie created such an awesome thing when she created this. Boy, this poor little baby has a lot of folds in it. It'll be usable. I mean, my last one, I had no problem finding little things to put in the pockets or little tags or whatever. So what you hear is we're folding our...
Yes, folding everything up, right?
Yeah, see, that gave me a weird little thing to attach to, but that's... We'll have to see how that goes. I don't know if I want that in the middle, though. Well, I'll keep playing with. See, that's the thing. This will get rearranged probably about 20 times before it becomes permanent. So how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not even close. I only have 6. Oh, plus this, 6. So 2 more, 8. Oh, I love this. Isn't this cool?
1 second. Oh, those ends, yes.
Yeah, that's something I want to show. That I think I want that in one of my bigger. So I am going to put less in here this time. Now this is on the parchment paper, so I don't need to cover it or do anything. Because it's not white. It's a beautiful color on the back. So
Yeah, I think right now I have one of each page, or one of each mini signature that has at least one page that has to be covered.
Yeah. Well, that's the fun part. That's when you get to add all the goodies that you might want to add that you didn't put in the first time. Let's see. What have I got? I kind of want to wrap this around, but I don't want to go that way. Could make it a fold-up pocket and fold it out. How skinny would that be if I do that? That's pretty paper. Did I give you that one?
Yep.
That was one of yours. Oh, that's from that book. Huh? Oh, that's really pretty.
One of my books.
Old vintage flower book? Is that one of those?
No, actually. An old Bible.
Oh, yeah, don't say that loud. Yeah, I've got some of those too.
It's great for a glue book, but usually it's just a lot of text, so this is something where I can cover
It's
up.
perfect.
I could cover it for like decorate, but still have some money behind it, and it all
Yeah, I
works.
have one that was so badly damaged, so I use the pages on that too. So yeah, we just do what you got to do.
Well, it's a Dollar Tree thing, so it's not like it's an old one.
Oh.
It's a Dollar Tree. They had hordes of them, and so I was like, well, why not? Let's utilize that. It's paper, right? It's because it's that creamy beige stuff, and it's thin, and it feels good. It feels
And I know some people will get really upset about it, so please don't get upset with us.
No.
We do respect it. We have them in our homes. We do read it. It's we're believers, but it's just
It was reproduced. It's not.
it's not a good one. Yeah, and it may not even be one that's appropriate or done correctly. So we're not going to stress over it. So
I'll use it to cover up. I'll use it as just a background. Ooh, maybe I need to have some journal cards that might be pretty on it. We'll use it for something. So you can't write on it. We will use it as something to. Oh, my ears are ringing. Someone's thinking about me, maybe.
Yeah, either that or you need to drink more water. That's the mom in me. Sorry,
Right.
couldn't help it.
Mom, oh no.
Yeah, drink your water.
Read that
Or
flip
whatever.
that. Okay, so yeah, so this one's out. Maybe a little something across the front pocket. This one to write on.
Let me see if you're in camera there. You
that
are.
should be right there.
Yeah, you got to come in a little bit. There you
Right
go.
on that one, we'll cover the inside. Can leave that plain. This will be a great base to something else. And then this one is going to be the one where it's the other side, which I still did wrong. What did I think? Oh no, it does fold. It just folds differently than I expected. It's supposed to be a tip, but I still got too excited with it. How did I? Oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing with it. See?
Well, now you know, right?
All right. I was like, why is this not working? So sorry. Full page. It does, like my other one, flip out to something, but I also will have that little itty bitty tip. And I did that to remind myself, and I still forgot. Tip it outward with this little guy. So that is the potential of
Flip it, tip it, move it.
Right. Decorate the poop out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, I made a tip, and how is it still? I was trying not to rip off paper. Like, wait, didn't I do something with that? Why am I still off?
Yeah, why am I still? I don't understand. What I do? What did I do wrong?
I think I found the outside.
One thing I try not to do, which I did here, is to get too many folds together. So I have to figure out, what did I just do? This is a little bit of, this is very time consuming, but it's fun to figure out where stuff's going to go. If you are wondering, oh Lordy, what did I do here? I've got too many of those. And we can turn it around unless it's upside down, then we can't.
Right? And I'm going.
Yeah, I'm not liking this side. Look, I've got too many things that I have to glue to, so I don't think I like that. Well, I'll come up with some other stuff. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Okay, so this one's kind of ready. So once it's ready, we're gonna paper clip it and set it aside, because I know this is going to go. Let me see how it looks in here. Because people say, well, how do you write on it? You write on that. If you don't cover it too much, you can write on that. You can write on any of this. All you have to do is slap a piece of paper on it if you really want to. You can write on the envelopes. But this little middle one generally is just for looks. It generally isn't going to be a big writing one. It's when you get into the others. Now, a lot of the times when I'm making mine, I will tell you my Marie Antoinette is purely what we call an art book journal. It's a lookbook. It is going to be mainly for the eyes to look at. It will have places where you could write a few things. Say you had a party and you wanted to have some memories. But it honestly doesn't have, I mean, it had more writing space than I planned on. I mean, it does have writing space.
Yeah.
But it's not like a daily journal that you would write in every day. It's definitely absolutely not that. So, and this Christmas one probably won't be either. It's going to be Christmas memories. I'm thinking it would be a really good, excuse me. I'm going to get some water here. Christmas memories.
Yeah. Not much daily, but more.
Yeah. And then I forgot I have this pretty little tiny, doily. So let's see. I would like it more towards the middle.
Talk about rounding corners. There they are.
Your corner rounder.
Yeah.
I think I would like it here. So I'm going to put that there. Yep. And then I'm not thrilled with the center, so I'm going to have to I don't know. Something's not what I want, but you know, I will do some work on it. Okay, so here's the signature. And I have to decide when I look at it where it's going to go to, because that also...
Yeah, you didn't really pick where yours were going.
No,
I
I
mine are
didn't.
going.
No, I didn't. I just put them together. I wasn't going to worry too much about it. I just grabbed papers, and then I got to figure out where they're going to go and what they're going to go into. Oh, now let's see. I don't want these to be too high. And the one thing I like about this is because you can fold, you don't always have to cut everything off every time, which I like that idea.
Right.
I think this is going to be my, yeah, I think that was the thing I found so fun is just folding and, you know, creating
Maybe
it.
tearing, but not sort of having to like cut
Right.
it down to size.
Right, exactly.
All right.
Yeah, this is a triple V vintage paper.
Ooh. See, now I do have to keep in mind my inner one. I have to be a
You
little
have
bit
two
more,
of them.
No, but I have to be a little bit more precise on size because I just realized.
Bring it over here so you can see.
So the inside one could stick out. The first one because it opens outward. But when I go to close,
it's going to be in the
little one, it'll be
way.
the way of my.
So that would have to go out
this,
here.
So this one, I can leave it. I have to just trim it though. I can't let it stick out.
What about if you put it there? I mean, where's your other, you were going to put one here, weren't you? Right here?
No.
Oh, where is it going?
This one's right here. Inside this one.
Oh.
And then it was going to be inside this one.
Was this one shorter to where you could flip them, switch them?
I have all the pages. I was trying to put the thicker on the outside too, so that when you had less pages on the inner one.
Yeah, that's a problem with too many folds. But if you cut all those down, some of them are folded. It's going to change what it looks like.
Well, it's just these two on the outside, I'm thinking. It's just these two that I have to trim off. Not the other one, I don't think.
Okay. You might be okay to do that.
I try, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
know if I want to put it here because I really want to just decorate this up and not worry about like a signature maybe blocking or
Yeah.
that's sort of your secondary front cover.
It might be, maybe that's too much in there. We'll have to see if that's going to create too much
right?
bulk. It might create too much bulk. I forgot. Do I have to make this thinner?
I don't remember. That looks almost right. It's that one. Yeah, it's that one page.
Yeah. No, I don't want this paper to match these, so this definitely would not be going in any of these because I would have the exact same, or just blend.
Almost the exact same.
I
yeah.
don't want it to do that, so definitely it's going to have to go over here. And if I fold it in half, what do I get?
That's the other part is that one stick out. That, yeah, especially too, if I go to size 6, sew these in and I'm off, that one's fine. Okay.
Yeah, you want to make sure you've taken care of all that before.
Yeah, right.
Now, mine's just going to have a tiny bit over, and I don't think I care. I don't mind if my pages, with this one, I have lots of things sticking out. See, they're not.
Oh, we just want to make sure they can fold and close.
Yeah, and it becomes this, it isn't, technically people call this, some people call this an accordion folder, but I don't. I agree with Leslie. It's flip and flop.
Flip it out, flop it out.
Right, exactly.
Flop it over. Flip it out and flop it over.
Yeah, either way. So I don't mind that. The only thing is I'm seeing, I could take a little bit off with my big paper cutter. Let me go do that because I can go out this way. Jolene can chat with you while I go cut this.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because I think even with the vertical pages that you did with my fun pumpkin one, you know, we just re-glued things down where you needed the space, but didn't have to keep you know, the whole vertical page intact.
No, yeah,
So.
no. You can fold it, you can do all kinds of things, but you can go horizontal and then, oh gosh, I'm dropping paper scraps everywhere. Ouch. We did find a carpet for the floor, but I can't decide if I like it. It's black and white. It matches all my other black and white. I really wanted something pink, but I'm worried with the chair running over it all the time. That's just going to end up getting black anyway. So I thought,
Oh, I didn't think about that.
yeah, I didn't either. But, you know, and then I was thinking, oh, those cats really like that black and white carpet a little too much. They want to roll around all over it. It's like, no, don't do that. But you know how cats are. They have a mind of their own. At least mine do.
Yeah. I really won't. Oh, I already distressed it. Yeah, not mine. Well, I was trying to cut that page off, but then I'm realizing I'll cut the numbers off, and I don't want to do that.
Can you move it more in and leave one part that you don't mind out? Let's see. You don't want to cut that off. So what if you refold a little bit?
So I can cut the other side off.
Yeah, refold a little bit like this, and then cut that part off that you don't want. Then you don't lose your number.
No, but I'm going to cover the inside, so it doesn't matter that I can cover up the distressed
Right.
attempt that I made.
Right. See if that would work.
Yeah.
There's always a way to do it. You just got to think about it for a minute, you know. I'm going to ink this because there's a white edge that even though I tried to cut it off, it still didn't cut off. There's a white core to this paper big time. This is a 32-pound hammer mill, which I cannot find anymore. So I don't know. I'm going to have to switch papers.
Yeah, the hammer mills sort of disappeared, at least off of Amazon, I noticed.
Yeah, Amazon. I can't find it. And that's where I like to order because I get free shipping, you know. So, I'm not a happy camper, and so I've got to find some new. I forget what I was going to get. But yeah.
Astro or something.
Well,
Brights or
and
something like
my you guys must have heard me. You know, that linen paper I use all the time. Everybody must have gone and bought it because all of a sudden it is sold out on Amazon, and they gave me an alternative. Not linen. It's it's supposed to come to the 15th. Once today's the 14th, tomorrow's the 15th. Yeah, tomorrow. It's going to come tomorrow, and it is a different brand. And so they said, please try this. And it's a cotton woven, which is fine because I thought that's what I had the first time, but then I couldn't find that. Went to the linen. So as long as it has some texture and makes it look old when I print on it,
it looks like paper, you know, not
yeah,
linen old school paper.
Yeah. Well, I used to use it in my business stuff, so I had some, and I started, you know, when you first start out, you use what you have. Well, I was using it, and then I went, oh my goodness, this stuff is awesome. So I found it on Amazon, and now Amazon doesn't have it. It's a whole different brand, so we'll see what I get this time. It's supposed to come. Oh, actually, my paper, which I needed immediately, isn't going to come till Sunday. I get a bunch of other stuff that I needed tomorrow. I ran out of my plastic envelopes, you guys. You know those big ones I use? They're 13 by 9 or whatever. They were out of those. And so it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I created a craze.
Well, it's that time of the year. Everybody's organizing and crafting and holidays. And
I guess.
we are getting a little, you know, or restocking depending, you know.
Yeah, well, I was just out because, as you know, I haven't had any ink. And I finally got 3 cartridges that I'm going to zoom right through because I already had to print my one today. So
okay, I made it work.
Did you?
Yay! Yes.
Yay.
Okay.
Woohoo!
So, all right. But man, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, don't cut if you don't have to. You know.
Right. Just trimmed enough.
Just move it over, and then so that you can keep something that you want to keep. Like I love that little number up there, but I'm probably never going to see it because I'm going to have to stitch that. I work so hard to save it, and then you end up covering it up, and you're like, wow, what was the point of that?
Okay, so now that's a little full, but I think if we keep scoring them, which I didn't do my second one yet, and then sewing them in, it should. It's okay. I don't know what else going on, so.
You could show.
So, I mean, yeah, it does give some. I have paper clips in the
No,
way
we have the paper clip. There, it's going to do that, but then it will flatten out. But you
Yeah.
just got to be careful that we don't put too much stress
Right.
on your spines because they will just let go on you.
And that's another place for you know, sewing. Once we sew them in, I will probably want to cover those with lace. So, help sort of glue down some more and keep it from going everywhere, right? Okay, so now we're into the inside one, which is...
I'm just thinking, guys, what do I want to do with this? Do I want to keep it whole like that, folded in half, you know? Or do I want to...
glad we're doing a scrappy project. Jeez.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a project to use up our scraps.
Because they're adding up.
Yeah, you were like, I don't know if I want to do a new project. I'm going to have more scraps. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
But then we did the brainstorm. We went, oh, but wait.
But wait,
there's more. No.
yeah, but wait, there's more. Yeah, I feel like, what's that commercial that does? It's like the infomercials at night. But wait,
yeah,
there's more.
$5 more. We'll have to send you this. It is. That's what it is.
$5 more.
I don't know. Or
yeah, you're right.
Or
for $19.99, you can have two, not one,
not just
but two.
Yeah.
2 minutes
We'll
in
send you
one.
a second set. Why do I need a second set?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I think, oh, I'll send that to Jolene. Get one for Jolene. That's always my thought.
Okay, there you go.
I do that. Being the mom, it's like, I could get her one of those.
Right, we can both.
Does she
have
really
one.
need one?
Yeah,
I don't know.
but if you don't have anybody to hand that to.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do it to? I know, and it's always some product that you think, why in the world would I want 2 of those?
Apparently, we weren't the only ones who thought that because they aren't selling.
Yeah, so that's why they have so many, because nobody wants it. I probably should have ripped that. I got to put that paper cutter down. I need to go back to my ripping to get the edges I want. I mean, I want this to be a fairly clean journal, not like the other one is supposed to be very old and very vintage, but I mean, I do want a little bit of, something. I don't know what. I am doing all the pink on this, so. Oh, hands are cold today. No, I'm hot today. I'm having a hot flash. So I have on a short sleeve shirt, but it's a little chilly today. So it's like, but if I put that long sleeve shirt on, forget it. I feel like I'm in my own personal summer. So.
Personal summers.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what that is yet. You are way too young. You start having that, we better get you checked. So, okay, now I'm going to try folding this and see if... I should have just ripped those top and bottom off. Why in the world did I get out my paper cutter? Probably because I'm working on another project that's required me to use one. So it's like, it's a very contemporary project. For Ooh La La Vintage Treasures, I'm doing one of her guest designing for her as well. So... that's a different kind of look. Very, very fresh and very contemporary. Okay, I like that. So, but I have this lovely piece of vellum I want to use. So I think I'm going to just... I definitely don't want the whole thing. I just kind of wanted to go over this one. And I don't want a pocket of vellum. That does not make sense to do. So...
yeah.
Oh, let's see how I do with ripping this vellum. May hear awful screams. Oh, that rips pretty. That actually, look at that. You get a nice pretty edge.
Oh, nice.
One pretty.
That's
Get that
good to
beautiful
know.
edge. Yeah, I guess I held down hard enough, but I didn't use this one. I just used a regular one because you get a cleaner cut on a vellum. I think if I tried to use that other one, I would have had a mess.
Yes, yeah.
I think I would have had it. Where's the paper I want to cover? Wait, where'd it go? Hello? Hello? Where did you go? Aha.
Go off the top. There's nothing fun about that vellum to stick out. So.
No, there's no, that's like, yeah, no, you could make a pocket though at the bottom. Make it shorter because it doesn't have to be the same height, remember. It doesn't have to be real big either, just a little small one. That folds very well. Do you want any?
I have one. I brought.
Oh, you brought yours?
I got my bone folder. I got my things to sew it in.
Yeah, we worked together the other day after our shopping trip, and she didn't have some of her stuff, so I told her, well, no worries, I have everything. It's not like you had to bring your whole studio with you because...
No, but some things we're doing them at the same time.
Yeah, you don't wait in line.
Wait in line.
Wait in line.
Wait for you.
Please take a number. Wait in line.
Wait in line. Take a number.
Okay.
And you are the middle. Here I'm playing with my first full signature, and I have to realize
more scraps.
Oh, no, here I'm trying to fit it to my signature, and I still need to shrink down my signature.
Yeah, your signatures are too big. I made that mistake the first time. That's when I ended up starting to fold things, and
Right.
because I didn't want to cut some of the stuff off. I wanted, and then it made like this, like it made a cute little pocket. So I didn't mind that because I didn't want to cut off that.
Right. That one I can fold. That one I have to cut because if I fold it up.
What time is it?
I don't
Oh, we are going through time, burning through time today.
That's okay.
Let me check. Let me check the clock. Yeah, we're at 44 minutes. So what we'll be doing off screen next, because it looks like we're not going to get to any decorating today, we will be finishing our signatures and getting it ready to decorate. And I guess if you want to see a part 3, let us know if you want to see us decorate, create the ephemera, some of the ephemera, not decorate the whole thing, but do some decorating and ephemera. Let us know if you want to see that, because if you do, then we'll do a part 3 of this. If you don't, no worries. We'll just do it on our own and come back and show you a flip through.
Another thing, so this one did not really, I feel, allowed to fold up to make a pocket. But what we can do is fold it down, glue it, and make it a tuck
Oh,
up.
that's a good idea. I've never put the weight at the top. Well, I have, but
you've done it in other journals. I've seen with ephemera stuff. We do the upper tuck. So if we do it right with paper clips or what, paper clip over it, and you tuck a journal card up in there on my cover. Yeah. Because I'm like, I don't want to fold that bottom.
No.
Now this one, it's collage and folding this up, no big deal. Like,
right.
I don't feel like I'm losing it.
Yeah, no, you didn't want to lose. Yeah, because that was your Santa. You don't want to lose that.
No, I don't want to lose my Santa.
No.
He's the cover. So we'll get something crafty on the inside.
He's important.
He's important.
He's important.
So this is my middle signature. So pockets in the middle signature now?
Yeah.
Or just trim it off.
Yeah, or lace. You could put a big piece of, let me show. You could put a big piece of lace. If this is your center, you
could just have to fold it up or cut it.
You could still fold it.
Fold it up and put lace on it and stuff or something?
Well, oh wait, you're folding this?
Well, it's too tall.
Oh, it's too tall.
For my signature, I have to do something with it. So do I fold it up and make pocket, or do I trim it off and use it elsewhere?
Well, it's center. I'd make a pocket.
Make a pocket. Okay.
Yeah, I would. I absolutely would.
All right.
I would.
And we're going to pocket it. Pocketed it.
Pocketed it.
Pocket it.
Make it a pocket. Make it a pocket.
And my daughter too much.
Yeah, I know. Hang with the teenagers.
Words.
Yeah.
My junior high who likes to make up her own words.
Yes, that's right. She does.
All right. Beautiful. Okay. So, yeah, here I'm going, man, these pages are small. And I'm like, no, my signature cover is too big. All right. I feel better now.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And Jolene's oldest just got a brand new kitty yesterday. What's her name? Kiki?
Her name is Kiki, or Mama Kiki. They found her in a neighborhood after her, I guess her owner had passed. She's been outside. She ended up with 2 different litters. And she finally, I think, decided that she was done with that. And let one of our cat crew members pick her and her litters up so we could find them homes. And we saw her online and we went, oh, a mama kitty. So she's only about 2 or 3 years old. And we can tell she had an owner because she's not afraid of the house or being, in and around.
Box trained.
She's beautifully box trained. Super easy. So now she's not in a foster home of like 12 cats. So she'll be very happy to be calm and quiet and one other cat and house to herself.
And the other cat's outside more than he's inside.
Yeah, at the moment. Come winter, we'll see. He'll be in the evening, so there might be a little bit of a fight over the couch. One had it in the early evening, and then she got hungry and got tired. I think she wanted to go to bed. So we gave her a treat, tucked her in, she was fine. So then he came in, and then he sat in his usual cushion, looking at us like, He walked the whole house going, I smell her, but can't find her. What the heck? He saw her this morning. He wasn't so sure through the glass. He was like, who's in my house?
Yeah.
He's only been alone for 2 months with no other pets, so he's not so sure what to do with this. It hasn't been a long time where he's very territorial of his house, but I think he was sort of stoked to think he had the house to himself. So I'm like, I'm sorry, Boo, but he's got access to my youngest, because that one, doesn't have a new cat, and me, of course. Come winter, we'll see how he does. He may decide between the 2 of us, he'll be happy. But
yeah, well, I think he really likes Liz's room. And
yes, he likes Liz's room, and he's really early night. If he comes in for an early night, he crouches on my bed. So, and maybe he crouches on my bed. She's on the couch with us, and then in the evening, he'll make later in the evening go to bed. He may migrate over to her until it's feeding time in the morning. Then he wakes me up, not her. He wakes me up.
Yeah, it doesn't wake up your daughters. He wakes you up.
He wakes me up.
It's like, Mama, feed me.
I can wake up and go back to bed, which my husband never could. And so, you know, he got it, you know, he ate with Steven every morning because, well, one got up, the other one got up.
Yeah.
So, luckily, I can go back to bed. I have no problem going back to sleep.
Yeah.
It's when I sleep the best, actually. I go to sleep, you know, I feed him, then go back to sleep for 2 or 3 hours and crash.
Yeah.
So, it's all good. We have a rhythm as long as he behaves himself.
Yeah, and you have to keep him away from her until she's healed. Because if they get in a cat fight, it could be ugly. Since she just got fixed yesterday, right? 2 days ago?
Tuesday she was fixed. So her incisions are looking great. She let me sort of investigate without getting fussy, so that was awesome.
Oh, good.
She laid down.
Didn't bite you?
No, she laid down just enough on her side of stomach. She was sort of bathing, so I just looked. I needed to make sure I knew where things were. And, you know, I was careful around the area, and she just sort of looked at me like, whatever, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's had kittens. It's not like she isn't used to being poked and prodded.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the cat crew that had her, it's a group that rescues cats. Called Cat
our
Crew.
Area, yeah. We call it Cat Crew of San Benito, so it was great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is a cool thing. I don't want to cut this, but, you know, I'm going to have so many flips and... No, not really, I don't. Okay, maybe I can do another.
Why do I keep trying to line that up with the...
I don't know.
No, my folds are getting me all...
Yeah, I know. After a while, be careful when you're working. Work with one at a time, because otherwise you're going to get yourself all turned around. I did that.
I keep folding it out to take the weight so I can lay it flat, and then I get myself all confused. Because I am trying to check to make sure if it sticks out, it can stick out, right? I'm like, is that the side? Yes, that's the side. It can stick out. Okay. Because the inner one can't, so I have to be very careful. And I'm looking too much all the same size.
Yeah, that's when you start going, okay, I need to move things around.
Inward's not bad, but top to bottom, they're getting close to the same size. So that's sort of a bummer.
I love this paper from Triple V Vintage. She gave me a pink one, too. She had some pink just for me. She made just for me. She said, I was thinking of you when I was making these. I said, do you sell them? She goes, no, I just made them for you. And I'm like, aw. Hi, Veronica.
Is that your...
Yeah, Triple V Vintage. Yeah, she's such a sweetheart. Well, we call her Vern. Vernie, Veronica. Depends on how you know her or what you know her as. Yeah, I'm a longtime customer of Triple V Vintage. Boy, I've been buying from her for a couple years now. Where do I want to put this? Sideways? Tall? I don't want to have to cut a lot this time. But I'm getting tired of folding. Too many folds. Too many folds.
I need a tip of some sort on the inside. Now, do all your tips in the back, or do you have a few tips in the front?
You can have them in the front. You can put them anywhere you want.
Well, I mean, like, so yeah, it's the first page is your tip.
You just don't want it the one you open to.
No,
the very front. Yes, you can have some. Yes, you can put them on either side.
Okay.
There's no rules.
If I saw
there are no rules.
No rules.
Oh gosh, we've been chit chatting. Where are we at?
I don't know.
Ooh, we're at 52. We're coming up on wind up.
Right,
Darn it. I know, this is fun. Well, you know what we're going to be doing today?
Right.
We have to do a photo shoot for some stuff, but after we're done with that, yeah, she's coming up with some new kits, so we're going to do some...
I promise, all pink shabby, ladies. Working on a lot of pink shabby.
Yeah, she's going to be working on some pink shabby for us. Woohoo! So... You know, she has a whole store full of stuff that isn't. So for those of you who are not into pink shabby, she's got plenty of stuff for you guys and for the rest of you. And we try not to say shabby chic because there's some debate as to whether that has been copyrighted by somebody somewhere. I don't know. There's some debate on that.
Right. And so. We'll do a lot of beige base, but for me personally, I like adding the pink in there. So I'm more likely to do a pink shabby something. Pink shabby rose.
Right.
Shabby Christmas at
Well, I'm
home.
saying we don't use the word chic.
No,
shabby chic. So we say shabby. So just so you guys know, we mean shabby chic, but we're trying to be careful because some people got in trouble. I don't want to be one of those. So, you know, it's like, there's these two where you put them in and it folds out.
Ooh,
you can do the whole thing. Yeah, you keep opening out. I just have to figure out how to put it in here so that...
I'll do that with this one because I have one page. I need a different size and that would be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out how to get this in here.
The same way we did everything else. Yeah, you would fold it.
Yeah. I think I got it here and then it's got to go between. So let me see. I think I can put it right there maybe.
Goes in that way and yes, okay.
And so it ends up like that, you can either, so it's like other half is on there.
Right, I think I'm doing mine this way, so we're gonna.
I like that.
It'll open that way, so you have we did with the inside of our. It's very much the mirror to this.
How do I do I do it this way? Yes. That's the way you do it.
That's it.
Okay, that's opposite of everybody else. Yes, I want to do that. Yes, I want to do that too.
I want to do that.
I want to do that too.
And if I decorate it right, if I put it off my signature, so that's my middle signature, I have this.
Oh,
so
I
can
love that
decorate
Santa.
Fun.
Wait,
I've
open
got
that.
Which one?
Look at
Yes,
he's so
that
cute.
one's a great one.
I love Santa. You know, I used to collect Santas, remember?
Yep, and that's been in a couple of my older kits. That's a graphic that just keeps getting lovely recycled because I'm like, ooh.
Well, yes, there's only so many Santas in the world.
Ooh, look at that.
Unless you draw your own, and if that's not your
That's
thing.
not my thing. I'm so
No,
sorry. I'm a designer, not an illustrator.
Right.
My daughter, on the other hand, is the illustrator, which is awesome.
Yeah, the oldest.
So here's my first signature inside. We got the cover. We
Oh,
got my
I love that.
doily. So we have the tuck up here. We've got the green and white paper. Came from a piking,
Some book.
some forest book. It's really cool, but I love the colors. My first tip, some vellum, which then I can do that here. I've got that there. You can always just, and then the signature in the middle.
I love it.
Pockets that. So
Love
there's
it.
some fun.
Love it.
We can either leave it or flip it over. This is an Edith Holden, which had some red and green. So I have 2 of those pages to play with, which is a lot of fun.
Love that. Love it,
So
love it, love it.
And like and if you go to the back, which I didn't think about it, you know, the pockets, but I have this here, which we will either cover and make it an inner pocket. I'm almost tempted. That's where I get silly. Glue it in the middle and the edges, and we'll do tuck in little journal cards.
You could do that. That'd be really cute.
Right.
The only thing is, hey, is it a vintage paper? No, it's not. It's a little bit vintage, but not.
It's Edith Holden, but I don't think it's one of her like older ones.
You know, so yes, you could. The only thing I was thinking is if that would be too, but it feels like it's heavy enough. It could handle it.
Well, we can, like I said, glue here, and I can always washi or paper on top to make it a little thicker. I'm just putting journal cards tucked into it lightly. So I have some small ones that I think might be really cute in there. So, all right. First
And I'm
thing,
still fussing
signature
around
done.
with mine, so because she was ahead of me. Ooh,
No,
we're
I
right
just,
there.
I just got caught up.
Yeah, you caught up. I was ahead of you. Well,
Oh, and I still have two-
I have my cover done. Haha, you don't have yours
I still
done.
have 2 more pieces of paper.
Uh-oh.
And see, I thought I was doing good.
No, and how many
No.
pages do you have?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I only have 5 in here. Really, I only have 5 if you don't count the doily. 6, because I have a tab. Yeah.
Well, you just have to figure out if you want to put them in there. I've got 2 more to add to mine.
5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I did end up with 8. I can end up with 8 in here if I want.
Yeah.
Which, how much, I gotta see, how much writing do we have? So if I'm careful, I don't have a lot of writing in here, so I guess I better add at least that one and cover the back so there's some writing in it. I mean,
Yeah,
writing
you need
space.
place. Yeah, you need writing space.
I mean,
You gotta-
yeah,
that you can write
some
on.
of this, but you know, we're not going to want all of my green, you know, all of the green tea dyes that may, you know, want to be written.
Yeah,
on.
mine's all writing space, but I'm going to be covering some pages that are not going to be writing because
They're the back sides.
they're the back
right?
sides. Yeah,
Well,
I think there's
there
going
you
to be 2.
go.
There's only going to be 2 in here, front and back at the center,
So
probably.
This one could be cover paper.
Ooh, what you hear, guys, is the helicopter. You gonna hear it?
Louder?
It's all right. Leave the window. It's okay.
No. I just didn't know it was going to get louder. Yeah.
Yeah, because this window is right in his runway path. He goes right up the center of my yard, technically, when he's landing at night. We've got lights up the runway there, up the stairs, and so he will line himself up. He's waved at me before. That's so funny.
Oh, I think at 3 o'clock in the morning, and
Oh.
I'm on the other end. So when they're coming in from Gilroy,
Yeah, she's on the opposite
I'm
end
on
of
the
it.
opposite end, so they go right over the top of us,
Turn.
super low, and then come over my mom's house to land in.
Yeah, it's quite a interesting sound in the middle of the night, I
I
gotta
always know
tell
when
you.
it's scary because at 3 o'clock in the morning they come fast and low over me,
Yes.
and that rattles my whole house. And I'm just a single story, so that tells you something.
Yeah, you're the single story. Yeah, we're the
It rattles
2-story.
my house.
Yeah. Yeah, it rattles your windows. Well, and if he comes out of Salinas, he's coming from one of the other hospitals, he'll hot rod it right over our house. Like I said, line up over my backyard and drop down on the hospital. So yeah, it's not a fun situation in the middle of the night. And you're always worried because we know a good amount of the people in this town. So you always worry that it's someone you know and you don't want them to be going off to the hospital. I worry about my friend with a bad heart. So, Dawn.
Either coming or going, yeah.
Yeah, he has. A couple times it was him.
Right?
A couple times it was my friend. And it was like, yeah, I was flighted out. And I'm like, oh, God, Dawn, are you okay?
Flip out here, let's put that there.
Oh, here, spent several hours at the hospital. It's like, no.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, that was you. That was you. All right, I think we're running out of time here.
Yeah, we don't. don't want to make Dad mad for having to load a long video.
Well, he doesn't mind. It's just he gets busy and then he'll forget. And we forget periodically. And 11 o'clock at night, we're loading a video. Yeah, that always makes him really happy. Not
quite.
Doesn't make Dad happy. We got to keep Daddy happy. Oh, we finished our library's done and the bathroom is done. I'm having a horrible time with this piece. I'm going to get this eventually. I want it to go like this. So I need to fold it like this.
Put some more paper on it. So,
So we finished the library, the hallway, and now we're in the bathroom, the guest bath. So now we're working on to the guest bedroom and hopefully getting ready to go to the master. So you want to show what you did, and then I'm done too.
I think I just added one more because I thought we had too much writing paper. So after my tip, we have this where you can, it's light enough, you can write either way. And I may find some more writing paper to line the inside with it.
Just line it with something.
Yeah, which right now, because I didn't want to cut it, it has a flip in, but I may just leave it loose so they can keep writing in it.
Yeah.
So there we go. I feel better about that, knowing I didn't completely empty out all my. But I think 7 is going to be my average because I think I'm going to have more folded pages to keep different sizes than I realized.
Yeah, mine are all. I don't have a lot of different sizes in this one. I just noticed they're all about the same.
I'm just a little off. That's it.
But it depends. Now, see, the thing about these is usually when you have this, you're adding something to it, and that's where you're going to get a different size. So
some even smaller.
Yeah, you're adding, so you can change that. So yeah, this is mine. I'm still missing my music page, and I don't know what else. So I don't know. But
there you go. Got to see the first one.
This is what we did today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
So thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Thanks for coming along and hanging out with us and doing a little laughter. And let us know if you want to see a third video of this, or if you just want to see it finished. We can work on them. It'll be a little bit before that would happen. But, so let us know what you'd like to see. And then because we were planning to do a whole different project next week. So we can do 2 next week, I guess. If you want 2 videos next week with both of us, it's okay with me. If it's okay with her. If we have time, we will do it if time permits. So thanks for watching, everyone. Love you guys. I'll see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.